Hi, hello everyone. Today, actually, I would like to present the way of connecting a reverse camera if you obviously don't have one in your vehicle. Now, I've actually spent a lot of time looking through heaps of videos, a lot of articles on forums, and it was really hard for me even to understand what is actually the right way to do it. Um, so this installation that I'm going to discuss with you, my car is a Toyota Camry, but I think it is also valid for any other car that you might want to do. Now on this one, I just want to make one thing clear, that we are actually installing a reverse camera for an aftermarket head unit. Excuse me for my handwriting because I'm holding the camera at the same time as well. So I've drawn a little diagram here on the sticky, and I'm just going to go through quickly through this with you, and hopefully that is actually going to help. This is quite self-explanatory. So that's over here is the head unit over here. That is the camera, and that is the reverse light. So the three main components in the car which we obviously particularly need for the installation. We start with the reverse camera. Obviously we install it. Now obviously there is that yellow RCA cable, the male to male, that connects to the head unit and to the camera. Then the negative of the camera is just going to be ground to the metal. If there's a lot of paint or anything shiny or sticky over there, you need to make sure that on the body of the vehicle it is actually cleaned before you actually clamp it on. So it has to be a good metal to metal positive contact for the ground to actually complete the whole circuit for obviously the camera to run. Then to power the camera, we can either power it from the head unit plus 12 volt that's coming into that, or we can use a cigarette lighter plus 12 volt. Anything that actually has power as soon as the keys are switched on. That way the camera is going to get continuous power, and you can actually view it not only when in reverse but also anytime you want, or for whatever reason you want to see it. And the last is actually the trigger wire, which is obviously a purple I put because mine's a Kenwood, but other brands have their own colors, but it actually says that it's a camera rear reversing camera wire that you're going to actually run all the way to the back and connect it to the plus 12 volt. Now understand there are actually two cables running. You can understand this one and this one and this one all the way front to the back, but this setup actually gives you the freedom to see the camera anytime you want, and you don't need to run separate cables like I said all the time. You can just buy a 2-core cable and run that together. So that would be a 2-core cable, which for those who are actually not very familiar with 2-core, I'm just going to draw a little bit of cross section. So that's just the insulation. That's one cable inside it, and that's another cable inside it, and these are the metal strands inside. So they're both insulated and separated from each other, and again that would actually be another sheath over it, so it actually act like one cable. That's obviously the cross section of the cable I've drawn that you can use, and you can use one of these to actually power the camera over here, and you can use the other one to run the connection to the plus 12 volt for the tail lights. So the tail lights actually, as soon as you put the car in reverse, this gives the trigger to the head unit. Okay, turn on the camera. Now also because the camera is constantly getting plus 12 volts, so it's going to turn on as soon as you put it in reverse. And also while you're not in reverse and you want to see anything behind, or you want to turn it on for whatever reason, there is obviously the button or the setting on your head unit. You can just press that or go to camera. These days the modern touchscreen ones, they all even have like a big button over here. You can customize, just press that and it turns on. I hope that has actually helped you guys, especially those who have spent a lot of time just looking through it and not getting exactly what you want. So feel free to ask any questions or comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Again guys, thanks for watching.